I'm feeling very awkward today. It's been a while since I've recorded myself again. It's taking some getting used to being on camera, but here I am. It's another video. I clearly got another haircut. I'm still trying to figure out how to style it right now. Also, I have another hair appointment to make some adjustments to it because like right now with it being down, it's giving very much like coconut head vibe. Also, this is the first time I've ever had bangs. Really, I mean, I had bangs when I was like 5 years old, but I don't remember that. Bangs are a new experience for me. Styling my hair is new for me as well. It's still February when I'm filming this. Hopefully I can get it edited and put up before the end of February. But I've been a bit overwhelmed with life. I feel like there's so many things that I'm trying to juggle right now. I've been focusing on work full-time while also trying to like create content still for Instagram and YouTube. I'm also trying to study for a test as well. And the test is extremely hard to take. Everybody I talk to has said that you fail it at least once. So I'm trying to study for that as well. Just being an adult, you know, it has its perks. I'm not gonna say like I wish I was a kid again, because I definitely don't, but sometimes it can get a little bit overwhelming. My birthday was towards the beginning of this month. I had another Michael's gift card. I went to Michael's and I bought some more stuff to do. I got a block printing kit. I also got an extra, what is this called? It comes with the roller, carving block, the carving tools, and some paint. So I've made stamps before. The high school that I used to go to, they surprisingly had really good art classes, and so I ended up just doing a bunch of different types of art classes, which I absolutely loved. It's why I have a little bit of experience with like most art mediums, but so I know what I'm doing for the most part. It's been a while since I've done this. I have the itch to make cute little stamps, and that's what I'm gonna do. This was a little design that I doodled a bit ago, and I just thought it would be cute to turn into a stamp. So this is the little paint tube that came with it. The Speedball, it's called block printing ink. It came in like a relatively small tube. It's about the size of my hand. And honestly, like not bad for the kit. Granted, I had a gift card. I had a $25 gift card. The kit, I believe, was like $35. They had a smaller kit as well, but it was missing some stuff that I had wanted. I forget, but there's like a smaller kit that you can get. Got the ink here, and came with this little rolly guy. It almost feels like an eraser. This also, it feels like a rubber eraser, and this kind of has the same feel to it, which I wasn't expecting. I don't know, I guess maybe I was expecting more of like a sponge feel. It only comes with one carving block. Oh, it came with this little paper. I didn't realize. There's instructions in it. That's cool. It shows like how to use it and stuff. And then of course what I need to carve is the carving tool, and it just looks like this. I know what you're thinking. Where are the little tip ends that are supposed to go on it? And this part unscrews, and it's got all the little bits in there. I don't really want to dump them into my hand because I'm pretty sure these are sharp tools because they're meant to carve stuff. So I'll just dump it onto this, hopefully not do any damage to my hand. I think it's just the end bits that are supposed to be sharp. It's essentially got like a small, medium, and a large tip. I am just going to start carving out around this. Ideally, when you're carving, you always want to make sure your hand is behind where you're carving. You don't want it to be in front, because if you slip, obviously you can cut yourself. So that's pretty much the main like safety thing that I've learned with doing carving. Obviously, like, take this with a grain of salt. If you're gonna be doing this yourself, do your own research, because like this is not really a tutorial video from me. I don't want to potentially give you guys any wrong ideas, but you know, enough procrastinating. Let's try some more carving. It has been a while since I've done something like this, but you know, my toxic art trait is thinking that I can do this at a professional level. It's a lot harder doing stuff like this, especially small scale. You guys can see it absolutely perfectly. You've got like front row view. Me, I'm like way in like the nosebleed section trying to look at this and carve. I don't want my bulbous head to be in the shot. My bulby hair. Oh, I literally just said that you're not supposed to carve towards your hand, and I just did that. But I don't want to move it around too much, but safety is the #1 priority. When I started this YouTube channel, I had like a certain vibe that I wanted to go for. Like I wanted some like face cam footage to like record my face because I'm just so gorgeous, you know, but no, I'm kidding. I don't watch like a ton of art YouTube channels, surprisingly. Oh, I got too deep. I got too deep. Oh no. The ones that I do watch, I always appreciate when they have like a face cam. It's nice to see their face as they're creating the stuff. It feels a bit more personal, I guess. That's not really the word I'm looking for, but I feel a lot more connected to the person. You know, parasocial relationships and all. Yeah, this is probably gonna be rough, but I will try my best. That's what we do here. We try our best. And if that's not enough, then that sucks. Trying to make it a little bit more evident of like what I'm carving. Oh, I definitely fucked that up. Oh man. Maybe if I just go around it. Honestly, this is my first time carving in a while. It doesn't have to be super detailed. And that's growth. I'm trying to work on my perfectionism, at least a little bit. Honestly, I really haven't been working on it. Lately, I've been taking a back seat to paying attention to the news and stuff. Obviously, within reason, like any like major stuff I want to hear about. Obviously, if the news would talk about like positive stuff every now and then, I wouldn't mind paying attention to the news, but it's so bleak sounding all the time, and you know, I don't know if that's just the state of the world that we're in right now, or if it's just because we have so much access to the news and like current events and what's going on in like literally every part of the world. It's a lot. It's really overwhelming for somebody who deals with anxiety as well, PTSD, you know, a bunch of other spicy neurodivergent stuff. There's only so much of the news that I can take before I just completely start to shut down, that I just need to take a step back. And sorry for bringing up a more serious topic today, but genuinely, like, I feel like I have been a bit overwhelmed with stuff, with social media and all of that. And it's just like, I just want to create a little slice of comfort with my YouTube channel, with my Instagram. I feel like I am chewing up this this block. I feel like I've definitely been comparing myself a bit on Instagram to like all the successful artists that I follow. It's not gotten too bad, like to the point where I need to like start unfollowing people. I notice whenever I start to compare myself that I just need to take a little bit of a break. It just feels like there's so many more artists out there now, and especially artists that are younger, that are becoming successful at a younger age. But I think it's also really good to keep a mentality of like, there's enough room for everybody. I guess you can let me know, like, what do you guys do to turn off and like relax a little bit? I usually will take a bath Baths are really nice with some bath salts and bath oils. Honestly, I feel like I haven't been doing enough to try and relax. I'm very hard on myself when it comes to creating art and content. Like I always feel the need to be making something, even if I know that I really need a break. It's really hard to turn off my brain in that regard. I would love to watch more movies. I'm just really bad at sitting down and watching a movie because it feels like such a commitment. Meanwhile, I'm sitting here like watching YouTube for like 3 hours. If I were to sit down and watch a movie, I feel like my go-to would probably be Nausicaa. It's called Nausicaa of the Valley of the Wind. It's by Studio Ghibli. It's one of his like first movies that he's made. And it does something to me. It just lights me up creatively, I guess. If you haven't seen that movie, I highly recommend it. Honestly, any of these Studio Ghibli movies are great. Oh, look at this, look at this, look at this, look at this. Oh, no, I don't want to get the star. Okay. That was a good one. But yeah, I would recommend any of the Studio Ghibli movies to watch. But for me, I think Nausicaa is my favorite so far. I haven't seen all of them. I haven't seen all of the Studio Ghibli movies yet, but I've seen most of them. Gonna switch back to the smaller detail guy. Let me know what you guys like to do to relax. Honestly, I feel like baths are pretty much my only go-to. Not gonna cut near my hand. Would love to play more video games. I've kind of fallen out of playing video games regularly again. This may be a little TMI for any of my family that might be listening. Just gonna be talking about girly things, but I think I might have PMDD, which if you haven't heard of that before, it's called premenstrual dysphoric disorder, I believe. You just are affected much more strongly by your PMS symptoms for your period. I've noticed pretty much like clockwork, usually like a week before my period starts, I just get kind of like super depressed almost. Kind of depends on the cycle. Sometimes I'm not as affected by it, but I pretty much am always at least a little bit affected mentally by it. And it's about a week before my period starts. Like I lose all motivation to do things. I just lose all energy. And that's definitely how I've been feeling lately. I know more than likely it's hormonal and it will pass, but it always sucks every month when it happens. I get this feeling of like, I want to be productive, but then I also don't at the same time. And it's the most frustrating thing to have. I'm more than likely not going to be productive, but then I'm also just like making myself feel bad for not being productive around this time. I'm trying to be better about it. I was trying to be better about it this time around, and I think I have been. If this video seems a bit more like low energy and just all over the place, that's why. I may just stop talking and carve for a little bit. Oh, sorry, keep going out of frame. I went and got a burger for myself because I have a problem. Honestly, I could eat burgers for like literally every meal. It's a problem, and I know that I shouldn't eat burgers for every meal because it's not good for my body, for my heart. Shouldn't be eating so much red meat, but I love burgers. I ended up getting 2 burgers. And honestly, I don't know if I've ever eaten 2 burgers in one sitting in my entire life, but I was like super hungry. So I was like, you know, I can eat 2 burgers, definitely. As soon as I finished that first burger, I was like, nope, I can't eat a second one. But now I'm actually kind of hungry again. So I wouldn't mind a midnight burger. It's not midnight right now, but this carving is coming out a lot better than I thought it would when I first started. Thought it was gonna be a lot more of a hack job, but honestly, I think I'm getting back into the hang of it from when I did it when I was back in high school, which was honestly so long ago. I graduated in 2016. It feels like it was just yesterday that I graduated high school, but no, that was actually I can't do math. Like 7 years ago? That's insane to me. I've been outside of high school longer than I've been in high school. Which I never thought I would get to that point, you know? Especially like when you're in high school, you're just like, oh, it's gonna take forever. Time just goes by so much slower when you're in school. Once you're out of it, it goes by so fast. So if there's anybody listening here that is still in high school, I'm not gonna tell you to like enjoy the high school years while you have it. I mean, if you're having a good time in high school, then definitely, yeah. If you're not having a good time in high school, which was kind of my case, it wasn't terrible for me, but if you're not having a good time in high school, just know that it's gonna be a blip in your life experience when you look back on it. And I know, especially for anybody who might be having a tough time in high school right now, it's a lot easier to say that than to feel it in the moment. That's all you have known, and I get that. And I'm sorry for anybody who might be having a hard time in high school right now. Just know that once you're out of it, time just flies by so quickly. Like, I just turned 25 and I'm having a little bit of a crisis. Not really, but I pictured myself doing so much more by this time in my life. And I think that's been affecting me a little bit lately. But also just realizing that there are so many other people out there who are in the exact same position as I am. And that, you know, I'm not the only one. It's not all about me. I'm just continuing to make the stuff that I want to make. I'm trying to focus on making stuff that I enjoy. If this plan never really takes off, I still want to be having fun. And honestly, like, I am genuinely happy with where my art is at now. I'm like excited whenever I think about making stuff, and that's honestly all that I need right now. I'm glad that I'm back to a place where I enjoy art. Sorry for all the rambling. You know what? No, I'm not gonna apologize because I don't need to apologize for that. I think I'm done. I think I'm happy with this. All right. So I cut off this little guy into a square and cleaned him up a little bit. Oh, it looks like Catbug's coming out to say hello. Hello, Catbug. Hi. Did you have a good nap under there? I don't know if you guys can hear her, but this is supposed to be Catbug. Yeah, it's you. I will try to put a little bit of paint on this. I don't really know. Well, she's already getting into mischief. I'm feeling very lazy today, so I think I may just try and dab a little bit of paint on here. Don't really need a ton, I don't think. So I put a little bit of paint here. I'm just going to roll it out. Who knows if I'm, this is so chaotic, I may end up getting paint on my mat. I'm gonna try my best not to, but I'm honestly, I cannot be bothered. Going to try and attempt to put it on here. Let's see how well it does. that. Oh, it's cute. You don't need a lot of paint, especially for a stamp this small. So I'm trying my best not to use too much. Oh yeah. Was she protesting? Do you like it? Do you think it's cute? It's definitely rough around the edges, but honestly, I think it gives it a lot of charm. Let's add just a little bit more paint to this. And how about we stamp a sticky note? Let's see how this looks. So we got our stamp with some ink on it. Try and press it nice and evenly. The moment of truth, Catbug. Will it turn out okay? I don't know if I got enough paint on there, but... Oh! Do you like it? Honestly, it's cute. I like it. I like how it turned out. I don't sound very convincing, but I think it's very cute. Do you think it's cute, Catbug? Yeah. I mean, I definitely needed to get a little bit more ink on this side, but it turned out pretty cute. I'm pretty happy with it. I guess that'll be all for me, guys. I hope you had a nice time here with me making a stamp. Bye.